Hey y'all, Dennis's Backyard Barbecue. Today we're gonna make some roast beef so we can have some roast beef sandwiches. We're gonna do them on the big green egg. So let's get to it. So here's what we got. We got a 2-pound round roast. We're gonna season it up with some garlic salt, a little bit of garlic powder, and some black pepper. We're gonna cook it at 270 until we get to an internal of about 125. At that point, we're going to sear it. And we'll pull it probably about 130 to 135. We'll be doing today's cook on the big green egg, which, since I do not have separate indirect plates, is going to be a little bit more of a challenge when we go to sear it, because we'll have to take the deflector out. But that's okay. All right, let's get this rubbed in. All right, let's get that grill up to 270, 275, and let's get this thing going. Today's video is sponsored by ThermoPro. Today we're going to be reviewing the TP25. It's a 4-probe deal. We're going to use 2 probes today. I'm going to put one in the meat and one on the grate, so we see what the temperature is right there. But I will put a link in the description to ThermoPro's website. You can go there and use coupon code ThermoPro20 and save 20% off of any orders $30 or above. Or you can use coupon code DBB15, Dennis's Backyard Barbecue 15. You save 15% off, and there's no minimum. But I will review this toward the end of the video just to see how we like it. And right now I'm learning the the differences in the ranges. We're going to be cooking this roast beef. We're going to bring it up to about 120. Then we're going to change the configuration of the big green egg around, and we're going to sear that roast. Okay, so ThermoPro, they're a good friend of the channel. Check them out. Okay, we got our grill up to temperature. Let's get our roast on here. And I'm going to take the blue probe and stick it into the roast. All right, let's close the grill down and we'll monitor our TP25 and see what we got going on. So we're not going to be able to use the TP25 because the batteries are dead. However, we do have plenty of backup opportunities, so we're going to be using the Temp Spike Plus. We've used it before. I did a review on it. I really love it. All the ThermoPro's products that I've ever purchased or that were gifted are great. I've loved every one of them. And this is operator error on my part. I thought I had the batteries charged up, and that's why earlier in the video you hear the alarm just beep, 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 beep. That's because the batteries were just about dead. So anyway, we'll review that one at a different time. I got the batteries charging on it now. So now let's get back to the cook. Okay, so we had some operator error happen with the TP25, and that I neglected to get the battery charged up. So we're gonna do away with the TP25 and we're going back with the Temp Spike Plus, because I do want to know the temperatures, and that ambient's gonna be right there at the grate because it's in there. So we will review the TP25 during a different cook, but ThermoPro is good. This Temp Spike Plus, I love it. So that's what we're going to use to get us through the rest of this cook. I apologize for the lack of review on the TP25, but technology is technology, and if you don't charge the batteries, it doesn't do you much good. Anyway, let's get back to this cook. All right, it's time to reconfigure the egg so we can sear this roast. Because we have hit the magic number of 125 internal. Let's pull this temp spike out because it is not going to like the heat that we're going to have to deal with when we go to sear it. Okay, so what I want to do right now is get me some hot gloves. I'm just going to take this whole plate setter out. Set it on the ground. And we're just going to take half of that. Put it in there. And we're going to let those coals get rip-roaring hot. And we're going to sear it like that for about 2 to 3 minutes aside once we get the temperature up. Okay, it's been about 3 minutes. Let's go ahead and turn it. All right, we'll let it roll for a little bit longer. We're just about done. Let's use our ThermoPro Lightning and see what our internal temperature is. Right now we're at about 132. So by the time we get through getting it seared, we'll be perfect. Okay, it's done. Let's get this thing off the grill. Man, that looks good. Okay, let's cut this in half. See what we've got. Look at that. Man, that looks good. We're gonna have to have a taste of that. Okay. I'm gonna take and end up slicing this on the slicer because I can get really wafer thin with it. Look at that. Look at that. While I'm cutting this up, the reason that I did this particular cook is our friend Rob at Poor Guy Outdoor Cooking answered on one of my last videos where I asked, what do y'all want to see me cook? He said, I want to see some roast beef. So we did some roast beef for him. Y'all check his channel out. I'll put a link to his channel in the description. But this is gonna make some really good sandwiches. So Rob, thanks for the idea. It made for, I think, a decent video. It made for definitely a good cook, and it's gonna be some really good sandwiches. So y'all check out his channel. I'm gonna put a link in the description. All right, I wanna finish that piece that I was just gnawing on. Man, that is tender, juicy. That's gonna make for some good sandwiches. Man, that is good. So that does it for this visit with Dennis's Backyard Barbecue. I will put the recipe down in the description, as well as links to ThermoPro. Like I said earlier, once again, thank you to ThermoPro for sponsoring this video. And I will have links down there for Amazon as well, and you can use that Amazon link, and you can get any of the tools that you see me use. So until next time I see y'all at the grill, y'all keep on grilling.